Russia's attack on Ukraine's energy sector and establishments have escalated. On Sunday, Russian Air Force conducted a massive strike on objects of energy infrastructure and gas industry in Ukraine. Meanwhile, Russian President Vladimir Putin has approved a decree outlining the routine spring conscription campaign, which includes 150,000 citizens for mandatory military service. More in this report.
Russia is on high alert following a mass shooting at a concert hall in Moscow on March 22nd. On Sunday, Russia conducted a counter-terrorism operation regime in the southern region of Dagestan. Security agencies detained 3 bandits who were planning a number of terrorist offences. On the other hand, Russian Air Force conducted a massive strike on objects of energy infrastructure and the gas industry in Ukraine. The Defence Ministry said that it used high-precision, long-range, air-based weapons and drones. As a result of this strike, the operation of defence industry enterprises involved in the manufacturing and repair of weapons, equipment and ammunition has been disrupted. All the goals of the strike have been achieved. Earlier on Friday, Russian missile and drone attacks hit thermal and hydropower plants in central and western Ukraine. The head of the Ukraine's largest private energy firm, DTEK, has said that 5 of its 6 plants had been damaged or destroyed, with 80% of its generating capacity lost after 2 weeks of Russian attacks, and that repairs could take up to 18 months. Ukrainian President Zelensky said Russia was carrying out vile strikes on the Ukrainian energy.
Russian
terrorists are now targeting such vile strikes to cause the energy bleeding of Ukraine. We gave all necessary signals to our partners, all the specific requests to everyone who has the necessary air defense systems, to everyone who has the necessary missiles.
Meanwhile, France will deliver hundreds of old armoured vehicles and new surface-to-air missiles to Ukraine in its operation against Russia. According to French Defence Minister, Ukraine needs to defend a very long front line, which requires armoured vehicles. As the conflict rages on, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree setting out the routine spring conscription campaign, calling up 150,000 citizens for statutory military service. In Russia, all men aged 18 and above are obligated to undergo a year-long military service or equivalent training during their higher education. Compulsory military service has always been a contentious topic in Russia, with many men going to tremendous efforts to avoid receiving conscription papers during the twice-yearly call-up periods. Bureau Report, DD India.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky marked the 2nd anniversary of recapture of Kiev region from Russian forces on Sunday. President Zelensky held a minute of silence for people killed by Russian forces near the capital 2 years ago. Ukrainian military recaptured the small towns of Irpin and Bucha outside Kiev in late March 2022. Ukraine says Russian troops committed large-scale atrocities in Bucha, Irpin and other places in Kiev region.